here's what I'm going to tell you is I'm going to bring on Andrea Clark next. Okay. And Andrea Clark, um, who is just an outstanding leader, Andrea Clark is going to share with you how to relaunch yourself, how to onboard a new person, some basic steps. Get back on the horse, take notes, right? I want to encourage every single one of you. There is a new product launch coming in Nashville. Imagine if this was your Andrea Clark moment where you decided, I don't like being stuck at whatever rank you're at. I'm ready to get back on the horse, right? I agree with Ashley. Andrea is fire. So, Andrea, are you there? I'm going to turn it over to you, Andrea.
Hi,
And
guys.
I'm super stoked for you to show everybody what you did launching people to blow up your business.
Thank you, Sarah. What's up, you guys? How's it going? I'm super pumped to be here. I'm going to share my screen and present, and then we're going to get cracking. Okay. So, it's true, you guys, I was laying a lot of bricks for a long time and really frustrated, and I want to know if anybody can relate. Okay? And so I got really stuck in my frustration and started focusing on that instead of focusing on who I needed to be to level up. And that frustration really stalled me out. Okay. And so once I realized the shift that I needed to make in order to get to the next level, it had nothing to do with skill. You guys have all the skills at your fingertips. You have all the mentorship at your fingertips. A lot of times it's an internal shift for you to show up as the person who's diamond already, or leader if that's what you want to do, or executive leader. And so that's really what happened with me, you guys, is I shifted my internal world, and very quickly after that we started growing. Okay, and then we went from leader to diamond in 3 months with the GBX Fit launch. So it's possible for anybody, you guys. And I'm really excited to talk about onboarding because it's a really important process in your business. And I think sometimes we don't give it as much importance as we need to. And so I'm going to talk about some mindset around that, and then some basic tips for how you can up level your onboarding for 2024. So drop an up level in the comments if you're excited about taking your onboarding and launching and relaunching to the next level. All right. So this is one of my favorite things to say to my team. You are responsible to people, but not for people. And what that means to me is that it's really important that I show up as a mentor, that I show up leading people to resources, that I respond in a timely manner, right? I don't need to respond right that minute, right? That's not a franticness, but that I'm available or accessible to people who I'm onboarding and my team in general. That's what I'm responsible to, right? Showing up 100% with my passion and my knowledge that I have at the time, okay? But they're responsible for their success. And I think a lot of times when we onboard people, we put a lot of weight on how successful they are. And we think that we're responsible for creating their success. We're not. Okay. You can't control other people. You can only control yourself. So you show up 100%. You give it your all as a mentor and a leader, and the rest will fall into place as it is supposed to. All right. So if you're with me on that, drop a 1. I'm just trying to pull up the chat in the comments. All right. So you guys, sometimes I think we forget this is a people business. And I know that sounds silly, but when we onboard, we're like, okay, do this, this, and this, and this. And then we're like, peace. You guys, that is not the right way to approach this. Okay. When you enroll somebody, they are not enrolled yet. I know that's crazy to think, but they don't actually know what they're getting themselves into. They think they do. They have a tiny little sliver of an idea. And this is even for people who've been in the industry before, because guess what? They built somewhere else, but building here is different. They can transfer some of their skills, but Amare's special. Okay. And so you don't want to treat people like, okay, cool, you know what to do. I gave you the information. See you later. No, you need to keep reconnecting and re-enrolling them over and over and over again until they're fully enrolled into their vision, into why they're here, and into using the systems and strategies that you provide them. Because that's another thing that sometimes comes up for people is they are fearful or hesitant of what you tell them to do, like following the social media launch plan, or connecting with some of their warm network. Like, you have to enroll them over and over again into the process. Are you guys getting what I'm putting down? Just drop a get it in the comments, okay? So this means relationship building with people. You don't need to be everybody's bestie, but slow down enough to take some time to get to know your person, okay? Dive deep into their why. Like, what is their motivation? Okay. Are they here to get their products paid for? Are they here to make the $500 bonus every month? Are they like, Andrea, I want to replace my income. I want to make 5K a month as soon as possible. The conversation is going to look different with each of those people, right? And so if you don't know what their deep motivation is, if you don't peel back the layers of the onion with that just a little bit, right? Like, asking them about their life, asking them what it'll mean for them. Do they have any potential things that might come up or slow them down in this process that they can think of proactively right now? Like, have a coaching conversation so that if they do hit a roadblock, or if they do need to be like re-sponsored into the process, you have information that helps you guide them properly in their life. Okay. I always lead with the 5 for 500, you guys, and I use it as a thermometer. I love this tool. Who loves the 5 for 500 bonus? What it does is, when I educate them about it and tell them that it's totally possible for them to earn it in their first couple weeks, how they respond is a thermometer for me to know really like what they're like, how motivated they are. Now, obviously, they need to put action behind that too, but it helps me gear the conversation. So if somebody's like, oh, wow, I don't know if I could do that, I don't really have any people to talk to, that conversation is going to look a little different than somebody who's like, heck yeah, I'm going for it. And I want to actually make $2,000 this month if I can. How do I do that? So it's a launching off point. I love it because it's very non-threatening, it's very inviting, it's very tangible and exciting, and it allows you to figure it out either way, okay? Next, you want to get them plugged into your system with urgency. I get my people started launching as soon as they get enrolled. Okay. As soon as they're enrolled, I'm excited. I get to know them even more. We talk about their motivation. Okay. And then I'm like, let's get you launched. And they're okay. Right. And so you want to capitalize on the excitement. Okay. You don't want to be like, here, look at these 5 different materials, learn the back office, and then we're going to get you. No, like, you're going to, people are going to freeze. Okay. You give them bite-sized pieces of information, and the people who want more are always going to ask for more and come back for more faster. If you fire hose somebody in the beginning, you're drowning them, and you can't undrown somebody. It puts them in a paralyzation state. So it's better to just sprinkle, and they're going to keep coming back, and then you'll be able to see what pace are you to be giving them information. Okay, drop a 2 if this is making sense. Close and regular check-ins for the first 1 to 3 months is what I do. And so again, the person is your thermometer. So if you launch them, okay, you've plugged them into the social media launch plan, whatever other things you have them do, like making a list, or hosting an event, or whatever that is, okay, and they just ghost, I will check in once a week for a month. And if they really ghost me for a month, then I'm not checking in anymore. Okay. But if there's somebody who's engaging, who are learning, who are trying, who are doing things, I'm going to be in even more consistent check-in with them, because I want them to know that I'm here to support them and we can figure it out. All right. So that's that being responsible to somebody, not for somebody. It's a co-creation process, okay? And then I always match their energy just with a little spice. And what I mean by that is, I get like all these steps that I've given you before, I gauge where they are with their commitment, their energy, their excitement. And then I just add a little spice to that because it's my job to paint the vision and be like one step ahead of their process. I don't want to be 5 steps ahead of somebody who only wants to get their 5 for 500. That's going to intimidate and overwhelm them. Right. So this is a skill, you guys, and you learn it over time. And sometimes you have to make some mistakes with this, and that's fine. It's all right. Okay. This business is full of grace. Okay. But you start to learn how to read, like, this is the pace they want to go. Right. And then you match that with just a little extra oomph to keep them excited. Okay. Let's talk about relaunching. So, sometimes I see people, or people come to me and they're like, I want to get going again with Amare. And they seem to be sitting in a lot of shame or guilt or embarrassment. Can anybody relate, or has anybody had somebody on their team come to them and they want to like give you all the reasons, they want to explain themselves, they are really kind of just feeling embarrassed. And this is what I always say to people: shake it off. Literally, just shake it off. You're the only person who noticed how long you didn't work. Nobody else is like monitoring you. Okay. And the more you focus on feeling embarrassed, feeling ashamed, oh my gosh, it was this long and I was in this momentum and then I said, like, whatever it is, all this regret, the longer it's going to actually take you to just relaunch. Like, relaunching is actually really easy. It's really simple. You just do it, okay? But when you're like, chewing up all your embarrassment about it, it slows you down. It doesn't let you relaunch with confidence and excitement. So don't like party poop on your party, okay? All right? So shake it off. Then and make a decision. Okay, I'm going to relaunch. And then figure out why you're here, because it might be different than why you started, right? So get deep in your why. And what's your motivation? Okay. And what do you want to accomplish for 2024? Like, this is an important thing to evaluate, which you're here doing today. So I'm super proud of you if you're in the phase of you need to relaunch. Okay. And then reach out to your upline to make a plan. But I say that lightly. And what I mean is, you already know how to launch because you did it once and you might have launched other people. So if you're going to relaunch, you're just going to do the same thing. Okay. You're going to redo the social media launch plan. You're going to reevaluate your list. You need to add people. Do you need to take them off? Reconnect with old leads, start building a new network. And whatever your income producing activity list for the day or your team's daily method of operation is, right? Everybody has one. If you guys have one, drop a me in the comments. Like, the simple basic activities you need to do every day to move the needle. And so it's not like it's going to be different because you're relaunching. It's all the same. It's really your mindset that needs to shift, and your energy internally around shaking it off and then getting back on the horse. Okay. Because once you get in motion, you're going to be so excited again, right? Like, you're going to get in motion. There is literally nothing that momentum can't fix, right? Momentum gets us so excited. And so you have to put yourself back in motion to get in momentum. And the longer you're sitting there, like, thinking about all the time that you didn't, the longer you didn't, right? And so really it is about mindset. Like, yes, you have those practical steps, but it's like, just do it. Just do it. Shake it off, do it. Nobody's paying attention. Nobody's judging you except for you. So drop the judgment. That's my best advice for you about relaunching. Okay. Yeah, we do have the power to create momentum. So who's committed to creating massive momentum in their business starting today, if you're not already in momentum? Okay. Yes, love it. So here is my call to action for all of you. Pick one thing. You guys are going to hear a lot of stuff today, and it's going to feel like you're being fire hosed. which in some ways is awesome because the way that Sarah put this together, it's literally all the basic foundational skills you need to grow a multi-million-dollar global business if that's what you choose to do, okay? Or to maintain a 5K a month income, or to maintain a 1K a month income, okay? So it's great, but I want you to really use your discernment. Where do you need to level up and strengthen? Okay, you can't try to level it all up at the same time. It becomes overwhelming. Pick 1 to 2 things today that really resonated with you and get really obsessed with being good at that process. Okay? So, my call to action to you today is to pick one thing you're going to strengthen in your onboarding process this year. All right. And for accountability, drop it here. And if it's something you need to work out, go to your upline and make sure that they know what you're working on so that they can help you tweak that and pivot that and build that muscle. Okay. You guys, I am so excited for 2024. I don't feel like the future here at Amari has never been brighter. And this is going to be an incredible year, not only with our new capital that we have and all the things that Dr. Sean is planning, but with you. Okay. You're the common denominator in your business. So just know you're the secret sauce to making your business explode. All right, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Andrea, who took some nuggets away from that, right? Onboarding is everything. It is absolutely everything. So listen,